The 2017 Volkswagen Golf Alltrack. If you are looking for a wagon alternative to the typical crossover and you're not really so sure about the Subaru Outback because your neighbor already has one, then this might be the car for you. I'm Jay and welcome to Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and what I have for you today is the new for 2017 VW Golf Alltrack. Essentially what it is, it's a Golf Sportwagen with all-wheel drive and a more off-road-like appearance thanks to the additional body cladding. The seating position is actually the same as the Golf Sportwagens, but you'd be wrong to think of the Alltrack as a crossover version of the Golf. It's not. It does have a raised suspension that provides 6.9 inches of ground clearance, so it can do a little bit of off-roading, but you got to think of this as a competitor to the likes of the Subaru Outback. And if you're looking for a Volkswagen crossover, at the Detroit Auto Show last month, Volkswagen revealed the new Tiguan and three-row Atlas. But this is a very interesting alternative, and I really like it. But before I go any further, I want to start up the engine, and then I'm going to tell you about that. Alright, so that was the 1.8-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 170 horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. Power goes to all four wheels through a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. Now, just so that you know, this is the only engine and transmission combination offered. Volkswagen just makes it really, really easy. There are three trims to the Alltrack: the S, the SE, and the SEL, and this is actually the base model, the S trim level, and I gotta be really honest with you, and I was very impressed just how well equipped and premium the base model is. And as you can see here, yeah, you got some extra body cladding. This one is painted blue silk metallic with 17-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires. You got halogen headlights with daytime running lights, fog lights, heated foldable power adjustable side mirrors, rear window washer and wiper system, silver anodized roof rails, and a chrome window trim. You have these Alltrack bumpers, grille, and exterior trim as well. Now, the roof height is just 4 feet 11 inches. That makes it easier to lift, say, a mountain bike or a snowboard up there without a problem. And the roof rails come standard with the Golf Alltrack, and Volkswagen also offers many accessories that you can tack on to the final price. So they really want this to appeal to outdoor enthusiasts in a lot of ways that the Subaru Outback does. And if any of you are actually looking for, let's say, a Volkswagen crossover, well, no problem. The Tiguan that we just saw revealed at Detroit earlier last month, that's going to be coming to market fairly soon. Then there's also the brand new three-row Atlas crossover. I think that appeals to a different segment than this Alltrack here. I think the Alltrack is going to be really, like I said, for the outdoorsy type. And maybe they've already had a Subaru, Forester, or Outback, and they're looking for something different. Or maybe just all their friends already have a Subaru, and they just want to be unique. And I can totally see that. And I do like the way that Volkswagen has added on just some exterior styling just to give it that kind of, I don't know, like off-road sporty look. But you got to remember this, it's not for real off-roading. You got to be careful here. You might have some problems. You got to kind of think of it this way. The Golf Alltrack, it combines the base Golf hatchback's engine with the Golf R's 4-motion all-wheel drive system and has the body, although raised, of the Golf Sportwagen. That is the Alltrack in a nutshell. So let's get a little closer look at this engine here. So this is the 1.8-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Like I said, 170 horsepower, 199 pound-feet of torque that you get in the base Golf hatchback. And this is an excellent engine. It is, for the record, not a diesel. Volkswagen is no longer in the diesel business. Can't imagine why. But in terms of fuel economy, 23 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway, and a combined 25. Total weight of the vehicle is just under 3,500 pounds. Performance, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds, 0 to 100, 22.2 seconds, and a top speed of 129 miles per hour, electronically limited. So it's not a high performance machine, but you don't need it to be. And now this interior, this is a Marrakesh brown leatherette. You only have 3 interior trim color choices. I like this Marrakesh brown. And like I said, it's leatherette. You can't get cloth seats. You can't get real leather. Volkswagen did this on purpose. And it's really smart because a leatherette, it's easy to clean. It's easy to wipe down. Again, Volkswagen is targeting the Alltrack to outdoor enthusiasts, and they know they're going to probably come back from a bike ride all muddy, and they want them to be able to clean the interior of their car quickly, easily, and cheaply. And of course, you can get 3 passengers in the rear, the 60-40 split folding rear seats, and yeah, it's a fairly spacious rear seat. Obviously, there's plenty of headroom. It is a wagon. Legroom really isn't bad. Again, if you've been in a Volkswagen Golf hatchback, this is very similar. And one thing I mentioned earlier about just, even though this is the base S model, how premium this is. Volkswagen for years has used higher quality materials for the fit and finish inside, all throughout the dash. It's soft plastics. And Volkswagen enthusiasts are fully aware of that. And it's nice seeing a car that it's not a luxury car, but it's premium and it feels it. Again, it's the same design as the standard Golf, and that is a very, very good thing. You have this 6.5-inch touchscreen, AM/FM radio, and CD player with a USB port. You have an 8-speaker sound system, heated front seats, leather trim steering wheel with shift paddles, leather trim brake lever, and shift knob as well. You also have the typical center console with cup holders, front and rear reading lights, and illuminated vanity mirrors. And this is Volkswagen's App Connect infotainment system. It's got smartphone integration and interface. And it also comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which I got to remind you, in a very, very expensive Porsche Cayenne SUV crossover, you got to pay an extra $300 for Apple CarPlay. Here in a Volkswagen Golf Alltrack, it comes standard. Just goes to show that systems like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are just becoming standard fare across the board. So Porsche, take note, you shouldn't be charging $300 for Apple CarPlay. So let's talk some safety here. Now, this is good. The Alltrack has earned a 5-star overall U.S. government crash test rating from the U.S. government, obviously. It's got a rear view camera, front and side airbags, side curtain head impact airbags, ABS disc brakes, electronic stability control, and an intelligent crash response system. And what's also nice is that an electronically controlled clutch manages the front to rear torque split, and the computer can actually apply the brakes individually to direct torque to the left or right side wheels on either axle. It's pretty cool. Now, one thing I did notice about the interior is that there's only one USB port. There should at least be 2. Again, today, more than one passenger is going to plug in or charge their smartphones, and yeah, there should be a second one there, in my opinion. Yep, there it is. That's the only USB port. All right, so how does the Golf Alltrack drive? Well, essentially like a Golf Sportwagen, and that's a very good thing. This does have a selectable all-wheel drive system, as you can see right here: normal, sport, custom, and off-road settings. Now, and if you select the off-road, it allows you to engage in hill descent assist, and like the regular Golf hatchback, the steering is precise and it's light, and there's just excellent body control. And the 4Motion system can send up to 100% of the power to the rear or split between the front and rear wheels. Now, here is a quick sign of the VW Golf's age a little bit. This driver's computer here, it looked nice maybe just 2 years ago when the current generation Golf started coming to the US market, but in my opinion, compared to all the other cars, even newer ones within this car's class or the hatchback class, you're starting to see the current Golf's age. But VW is already hard at work on the next generation Golf, so rest assured that car is coming. And like I said, the seating position here, it is the same as in the Sportwagon, so you don't feel like you're really that much higher off the ground. It's because you're not, only a little bit. To be clear, again, this is not a crossover. It is a slightly raised wagon. All right, so what is some of this car's competition? Well, you have, like I keep mentioning, the Golf Sportwagen, same engine, but the Sportwagen comes standard with a 5-speed manual and front-wheel drive. Now, you can get the Sportwagen with all-wheel drive and the dual clutch option as well, just like this, but it's a little lower to the ground, doesn't have the raised suspension. But I think the Alltrack's most direct competitor is the Subaru Outback. That starts at around $26,000 and it can range all the way up to about 40 grand. There's also the Mini Cooper Club-In. I did an unboxing review of that. That is a really cool car, but it too can also get fairly expensive. And then there's also, and I thought about this, but I think it is a competitor, the Fiat 500L also starts at around 22 grand, goes to around $26,000. The Fiat 500L, it looks kind of weird, but it is a wagon of sorts, and I think there might be some appeal amongst buyers here. In cargo space here, just what you're looking at right here without the 60/40 split folding rear seats folded flat. You got 30.4 cubic feet of cargo space, and there's a total of 94 cubic feet of passenger volume. And this is what's nice about just having a wagon. It's just honest space here, and sometimes you don't need to spend the extra money for a crossover, because crossovers, as you must know, they're unibody platforms. They're sedan platforms just raised with a body that looks like that of an SUV. And if you want a true SUV, it's going to have a body-on-frame chassis. It's going to be kind of rough on the road sometimes. But not everybody wants that. They want something smooth on the road, has all-wheel drive when you want it. They just don't want the bumpy ride, and I get that. So let's talk pricing. Okay, so the base price of the Golf Alltrack is $26,950. Now, our tester, the one you see right here, is essentially the base model, and with the $820 destination fee, grand total is $27,770, and I think that's really reasonable. But the higher two trims begin at $30,530 and $32,890 respectively, and a fully loaded Alltrack with, for an example, the $1,995 driver assistance package, grand total for that will be almost $36,000. But like I said, even the base S trim right here, it feels really premium, and for just under 28 grand, this is what you get. And I think that is a very, very smart buy and well packaging on Volkswagen's part. So what do I like here? Well, if you like driving the regular Golf hatchback, you're going to like this too. That's a good thing. It also has all-wheel drive and a Golf for a lot less money than the $40,000 Golf R hot hatch. And there is just solid build quality, nicely designed interior, and like I keep saying, the lowest trim still feels premium. Now what don't I like? Well, it's really not off-road capable, kind of like a Subaru Outback, so don't be totally fooled by the extra body cladding. And yes, there is some turbo lag when you drive it, and like I said, there's only one USB port, should be at least be two. And also, it does get expensive pretty fast when you go up to the higher trim levels. Again, total, if you want, you can spend $36,000 for this, which I think is too much, but 28 grand is much, much more reasonable. So if you're looking for a Subaru Outback alternative or just something different, consider the VW Golf Alltrack. But I'm out of time for today. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.